What really happened with Andrew Garfield? Well, you guys saw what happened. Just electric chemistry. Thank you. Wow, gorgeous. Well, did we find any ketchup? That's very brown. Well, let's put it back. You can't really tell it's there.
You can't really tell.
Like, or do you think it should be on the white? Do you think we need a poster there, or do you think it's fine? Sorry, I'm pointing at 2 different places. Here, there. Imagine if it was filmed like this, it would just be so weird. Hello everyone, it's me, Amelia, here. We are celebrating 10 years of Chicken Shop Day, so thought no better way to do that than to answer some of your guys' questions about how we make the show, some things you've always wanted to know, and for me to tell you about the journey of Chicken Shop Day and get to know me. Well, I mean, you already know me, but, you know, just to say hey. It's quite intense, I know, that I'm looking at you. Sorry. Cheers. I love all my exes equally, so I couldn't really tell you one favourite, but there are a few that stand out in the like over 100 dates that I've been on. Jack Harlow, I mean, that was the perfect date because he was just so charming and funny and flirted back with me. So, what's your type?
My type?
Mm-hmm.
Dark hair.
The Louis Theroux episode because he is a hero of mine, so incredible to get to go on a date with him. What do you do if your mind goes blank in an interview?
Am I giving you professional tips?
Daniel Kaluuya is one of my favourite episodes, especially as I was just like, he was one of my favourite actors, so I couldn't believe that he agreed to do the show. Cher, love that episode. What do you think of the fries?
I think they're shit.
Cool. I love the Billie Eilish episode because it's very flirty. I got you vegan chicken nuggets and chips for your lunch.
I heard.
Because I'm not available on the menu yet.
Damn, I was really hoping that it could be you.
I love the Eric Andre episode because it's so chaotic and hilarious.
It's very easy.
Sit back down.
Don't want to get squirted with anything.
AJ Tracy is a classic episode.
The nuggets look great. The drink's average and your face is okay. Pause.
God, there are just so many good episodes, aren't there, guys? They're just... What are your favourite episodes? That's what I want to know. Chicken Shop Date started as a column in a youth-run magazine. I wanted to interview all the artists that everyone was listening to and thought a great way to do that would be a date. And I'd also never been on a date before. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone there. And then someone at the magazine said, oh, you should go on a date where you would never usually go on a date to make it funny. And that's how the Chicken Shop happened. So after writing the column for about 2 years, I thought this would be amazing if people could actually see what was happening on the date and not just read it. So I knew that we needed to start filming the episodes. And I thought the perfect place for that would be YouTube because anyone with access to the internet can just go and watch YouTube content. I was a runner on a music video and I met a camera operator and I said to him, please, will you film my dates? And he was like, what? And then I explained to him that I have this column in the magazine. Then we all organised to meet at a chicken shop that I found with my friend Marvin, who was also at the magazine. The magazine was had some quite good connections, and one of them was with Getz' publicist. And she had seen the column in the magazine and put it forward to Getz, and Getz was just up for it.
You think you're gonna go to any more dates in a chicken shop?
Maybe I might go back with you, because you're a cheap date.
Guys, it comes naturally. Awkwardness comes very naturally to me and always has done. I was way more awkward, I think, when I was at school, and that's kind of where the character came from, the persona, whatever it is. It's just like an exaggeration of who I am already. But yeah, in school I was very deadpan, very sarcastic, but that was mainly to like fend off annoying boys. And let me tell you, it works, okay? It was the tiniest shop ever, and the boss man thought that it was going to be still open, that he could serve his customers. And because it was so small, all the crew like blocked the door, and so there was a queue outside of people like trying to get in, and they couldn't get in, and Bossman was really upset about that. And then I kind of like said that we couldn't come back again, but it was fine because we got what we needed. We didn't have a sound operator, no sound, so we just had clip-on mics. My mic didn't even work, so the sound you hear in that episode is just from Getz's mic. I booked the crew, produced it all myself, and I was so nervous for the first one. Will my camera crew turn up? Like, will everything go well? And it was kind of like on the day that the camera team actually said, why don't we get some B-roll? And so that was why we basically just started shooting the fryer, Bossman, bits of the chicken, just so we had something to like use in the edit. Oh, also, we always used to have to film at night because everyone had day jobs and everyone was doing this for me as a favour. So we would have to film at night. So the first episodes are all in the dark, which, I don't know, maybe like adds to it. It feels like maybe it's like more of a date vibe. Now we film in the mornings because we shut the shop.
It's actually 10 a.m. right now. And sorry, I'm ruining the fantasy. It's 10 a.m., you guys.
It's not.
What I love most about Chicken Shop Day is having complete creative control, from choosing the guests to choosing the length of the episodes, from choosing when we decide to put out the videos, to who the team is that create the videos, what clips we put on shorts to promo the video, like everything basically, absolutely everything. And yeah, that's all down to YouTube really. Yes, I get very nervous before episodes. I used to get probably way more nervous than I do now. The Maya Jama episode was probably the most nervous I ever was because it was the first woman that I interviewed, and I just thought, oh my God, women, so intimidating. With the men, it's completely fine. But I was so nervous for Maya, and it was just such a fun episode.
You are my mate. You are. I'm trying to be like you and be really like, no, I don't want to be a mate. I do want to be a mate.
And then more recently, I was really nervous for Harris Dickinson's episode, but that was, I think, because I know him. And I was just like, I also had a coffee beforehand, so I was like, and I shouldn't be allowed to have caffeine. I was like so jittery, and then I sort of became overwhelmed with emotion that I was crying in that episode.
What is wrong with you?
The Jiggle Jiggle was an amazing moment. I mean, to interview Louis Theroux was just wow. Louis Theroux is one of my heroes. Him doing the Jiggle Jiggle rap that then became the Jiggle Jiggle phenomenon. Wow, that was just, I could never have predicted that, and it was such a fun thing to be a part of. Can you remember any of the rap that you did?
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I'd like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me want to dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack, but luckily the seats go back. I got a knack to relax in my mind. I'm sipping some red wine.
Getting to collaborate with Chicken Run, which is one of my favourite films ever, and Aardman, and getting to see them do all of the stop motion right here where we're filming today is where we film with them. It's like, I can't really say like a favourite moment. It's just been the most amazing 10 years, and I've just got to do so many things and meet so many people that I never thought I would, and create so many incredible conversations with people, and it's just been fantastic. I've just loved every second of it. Well, number one, I have to have a crush on them. Otherwise, they're not getting chosen. I love going to see live music. I've found a lot of guests from the show, from seeing them perform and thinking, wow, they're amazing. I'd love to have them on Chicken Shop Day. I mean, back in the day, I would just be emailing different managers, publicists, record labels, just begging them to try and believe in this idea. And obviously the YouTube community is very good at suggesting people. I always see everyone's comments about who everyone would like to see on the show, and I always take them into consideration. Not everyone is my type that you guys suggest, but some people definitely are. Some people are very hard to get as well. I know that there's people that everyone's been requesting for years, and trust me, I've been trying, but they just will not reply to my DMs. Well, we always have little small disasters with sound, okay? Because chicken shops are very loud. We film in real chicken shops and, you know, there's like the bubbling of the oil, there's like the extractor fans, there's like the fridge noises, there's the phone going off, everything. So we're always often having to stop filming because of that. But like in terms of big disasters, luckily we've actually never really had that many. But one stands out, which was when I filmed an episode of Chicken Shop Day with KSI. I was so excited about it. And it was an amazing episode. We got back and I got a message from my producer saying that we had lost the footage. Okay? All of the footage had gone and they couldn't figure out what had happened. And we tried to get it back so many times. And it turns out what had happened is a previous camera operator forgot to press record. Okay? What? Anyway, so, but luckily, KSI was just so generous and agreed to film again. Do you...
Have we run out of questions?
No, I haven't.
You definitely have.
No, I haven't. Do you like flowers? If I'm honest, I do think the first episode was better, but it was still a great episode. Well, this summer we did a summer school for young people in London who really wanted to get into the creative industries but didn't have the access to do that. And that's something I'm just super proud of and passionate about. I just feel like you give young people the tools that they need to they'll become successful adults. It's been a part of my journey as well with Chicken Shop Day, you know, obviously starting in a youth club, and I benefited so much from that. And so I really wanted to be able to give people some of the skills and tools that I was given when I was starting out. And I'd love to be able to use my platform to be able to do that. Well, funny you ask, because I am. We are going to be doing an exhibition in London to celebrate 10 years of Chicken Shop Day with YouTube on Friday the 26th and Saturday the 27th of September, and hopefully inspire the next set of young creatives, hopefully. Quite a few people work behind the scenes now. At the beginning, I was persuading my friends to help me out and producing everything myself. And then through monetizing on YouTube, was able to actually start hiring people to work on the show with me. Camera operators, sound operators, producer, assistant producers. But it's still a very small team, I would say. I think probably people are surprised by how small our team is. There's a whole team of people that have to come together to make sure every date can be executed in the perfect way. Okay, so I love researching my guest before they arrive for the date. Listen to their music, watch their movies. I'll spend a lot of time in YouTube comments under videos that they've been a part of to see what their audience thinks about them, wants to know about them, and the fans' take on them. I use that a lot. And then I've always worked with a writer, and then we write the questions together and coming up with like the funniest way to ask a question, and making sure that like often the questions are jokes in themselves. Do so much research on a person to kind of really fully understand them, and then think, ooh, how has this person not been shown before? What's a light that we can show this person in that seems a bit different? Yes, I have been stood up. I've been stood up by a footballer. Footballers, they are the hardest to pin down, let me tell you. And yeah, we were all in the shop, and I was wearing one of the best outfits I've ever worn for Chicken Shop Day, and no one saw it because my date didn't arrive. I was stood up by one MC, grime MC, and I was there at the shop, and he didn't turn up, and then he did message me saying that it was because he was in A&E and he fell off his moped on the way to the shop. Really? And then he was live streaming from A&E, so I thought absolutely, and I felt really sorry for him. He was fine. So I kind of got stood up for good reason there. It might take over 10 years to meet the love of your life. Guys, I thought it would have happened by now. Oh, guys, maybe the love of my life is you guys. Oh. Right, well, that's it, everyone. I'm gonna go now. See ya.